Hey, welcome back to this special Kearsarge Boys Lacrosse episode of YCN Sports Wrap. So with only a few regular season games remaining back on May 19th, the Cougars held a record of 10-2, with both of their losses coming against the best team in the division, Hopkinton. Kearsarge was now tasked with taking down the tough Plymouth Bobcats. The winner of this matchup would take the overall second seed into the playoffs, so this was a huge game. Now let's dive into the action between the strong squads of Plymouth and Kearsarge. This game was played on what turned into a very chilly May night in North Sutton, New Hampshire. Last season, the Bobcats knocked the Cougars out of the Division III playoffs in the first round, so Kearsarge was sure looking to take some revenge. The game began with a Kearsarge possession after sophomore Emerson Tyler won the opening faceoff. These two teams usually don't have trouble scoring, but solid defense in the middle of the field kept both squads off the scoreboard for the first 6 minutes. It was Plymouth's Matt Rossner who put the Bobcats on the board first after he scored an unassisted goal despite being whacked in the head. Kearsarge wasted no time tying things up 2 minutes later when senior Justin Norris made a nice move to the goal. Norris scored what he made look like an easy goal, evening things up at 1 apiece with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Less than 60 seconds later, the Cougars scored again when sophomore Tate Nurmi assisted senior Colton Wilhelm as he scored the go-ahead bouncer. The Cougars would take a 2-1 lead heading into the second quarter. Plymouth came out of the break fired up as Bobcats' Ryan Farina scored 2 quick goals in impressive fashion. Both were behind-the-back scores off of great feeds from his teammates. So Plymouth took the lead with 5 minutes remaining in the first half. But senior gunner Nurmi wasn't about to let his team head into halftime down by a goal, as he scored unassisted to tie the game at 3-3 heading into the break. Once out of halftime, the game continued to go back and forth, as goals were hard to come by. After 8 minutes of scoreless play in the third, Tate Nurmi scored the Cougars' 4th goal unassisted, as he was able to blow past his defender. And just 2 minutes later, Leland Heckel managed to score off of a big bouncing shot, which put Kearsarge up 5-3 heading into the fourth quarter. In a low-scoring game, a 2-goal lead can seem relatively comfortable, but this was not the case here, as the Bobcats quickly tied the game all within the quarter's first 4 minutes. Ethan Richards scored off a middle-range shot, which snuck through the Kearsarge defense, and Farina scored his 3rd goal of the day, which tied things up at 5 apiece with just under 9 minutes remaining. This was a very quick turnaround, and the outcome of the game suddenly seemed to be up in the air. But 60 seconds later, Kearsarge's Norris stepped up for his team after he made a nice move, ripped a shot, and scored the go-ahead goal, which would eventually be the game-winning score. Cougars' Wilhelm put in the all-important insurance goal with 5 minutes left, off an assist from Heckel, as Kearsarge went on to win by a final score of 7-5. Justin Norris and Colton Wilhelm each recorded 2 goals, while Leland Heckel finished with a score and an assist. Senior goalie Jacob Arnold was huge in net for Kearsarge, as he at times seemed to be a brick wall, turning away shot after shot from Plymouth's offense. Plymouth fell to 10-2, while Kearsarge improved to 11-2. The Bobcats will next take on the Lebanon Raiders, while the Cougars' next competition will come against Campbell.
Kearsarge on 3. 1, 2, 3, Kearsarge! Let's go! Let's go!
Congrats on the win, guys, and on securing the 2nd overall seed heading into the postseason. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when this YCN Sports Wrap special returns, we'll be moving on to the playoffs, as the Cougars look poised to make a championship run. We'll be right back.